Tuck for real this year. Memphis didn't look too good today. I'm watching.
All right, much appreciated, Coach. As we welcome all of you to our exclusive coverage of the National Football League
South
on
Alabama.
EA Sports.
The motherfucker kept scoring on their ass like they can't. Memphis looks like they can't stop nobody.
A short time ago, as the Falcons were introduced to this sellout crowd, we're set to go as the Falcons get ready to match up with the Dallas Cowboys.
They come out there.
That's fielded in the end zone. And he'll make it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line.
Hey, let's go.
They'll throw on first down with Ryan. Sanu with a grab over the middle. And they'll take him down at the 31-yard line. A good pickup there. 8 yards on the first down completion. Facing a 2nd and 2 after that last catch. Good for 8 yards. A fake to Freeman. Now it's Ryan. Steps away. That'll be incomplete. A little too much oomph. Too much mustard there on that pass.
Yeah, really turned it loose, didn't it? Really cut loose with that one. Sharp, strong. Didn't lead to a completion, though. Made it very difficult.
An early test. 2 plays in. This is 3rd and 2. To throw is Ryan. Drops incomplete as he got popped as he was throwing it.
And 3rd down is a key down in any game you play. 3rd down,
all they do is catch it.
Got to be effective on the passing downs. That's a pretty good first step right there.
On 4th down, here's Matt Bosher on the punt. Back deep is Tavon Austin. So Prescott of the Cowboys now with a 1st and 10 at their own 18. They play fake to Elliott. Now Prescott. Trying to get it to Williams, but it's intercepted. Picked off near the 34. And his guys are going to take over at the 31-yard line.
Well, this is a defense that can confuse even the best of quarterbacks with their zone schemes. And here you've got a linebacker that's going to stay at home and just sit down in that zone. And this one basically comes right to him.
That one covered beautifully. Their defenders stayed home, and they'll stop him behind the line. The loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's 2nd down. Here's Coleman. And he's got some space here. And he'll be a couple yards shy of the red zone here at the 22-yard line. 12 yards is the pickup there. And that'll make it 3rd and 1.
Goal line touchdown.
Look, the first down marker is out there, but sometimes it's hard to find for an offense when they're in a long yardage situation, which usually means throw the football. In this case, they went against the tendency and ran it. And boy, the reward was there. A big pickup. And guess what? It's now 3rd and very short in order to try and pick up a first down.
On 3rd down, it's Coleman. And he gets this down to the 18. Good enough for a first down. But just 4 yards on the pickup, but that's good enough to extend the drive. A first chance in the red zone for the Falcons now. They have a 1st and 10 at the 18. Now it's Ryan. Going underneath, it's Coleman. And he'll take it down here just shy of the 15 at the 16-yard line. It'll be a 2-yard gain, and it's a second down.
It's too early, man.
From the gun, it's Ryan. And he's able to work it here to the 8-yard line. The reception good for 7. It's third down. That's a staple of this offense. Drag route to the tight end.
Yeah, he's unable to use his size to break off much more yardage after the catch, but still an effective gain nonetheless.
Clement. Who?
Off the play fake to Freeman. It's
what are you doing?
This Cowboy defense looked ready for that third down pass. Brings up fourth.
I'm going to need some help with this one. How did he miss it? Wide open in the end zone. He's not hurried. He's not hit. And somehow, incomplete?
Yeah.
What happened?
During film study, that's one where he's just going to shake his head, not be able to believe it.
6 points go by the wayside on that one.
On the keeper, here's Ryan. And they will touch him down, but not before he gets the first. So the decision to go for it turns out to be a good one. They get a couple of yards, and as a result, the drive keeps moving. It's now first and goal. They'll give it to him up the middle. He gets him a little bit closer. He takes it from the 6 inside the 5 to the 4. Be interesting to see now what they do offensively down near the goal line after not much there that time.
As the offensive play caller, that may change your sequence now. Instead of coming right back with a running play, you may have to go to the air.
He'll buy some time right. Oh, hit as he throws there, incomplete.
Different pass rushes are designed for different things. Sometimes you want to keep the quarterback in the pocket. Sometimes you want him to flush. I don't know exactly how this one was designed, but they made sure they moved him to his right. He got out of the pocket. Unfortunately for him, he was hit as he tried to throw the ball, and that resulted in an incompletion.
The Falcons on third down. Just 1 for 3 thus far. They're looking at a 3rd and goal here. They'll try and run. Freeman. And he will take it in for a Falcon touchdown. Devontae Freeman taking it in from 4 yards out. And the Falcons have taken the early lead.
But they decided to run it in and got it done on 3rd and goal. A lot of times, that's a passing play.
And the kicker, this has to come out for the PAT. He can breathe a sigh of relief as well, right?
Although I don't know if he's really breathing a sigh of relief. I think he wants to put 3 points on his ledger.
Here's Bosher to kick it away.
I think Chris dropped him. I don't think Baltimore defense going to help him. They just got, they got him winning by like 3% chance of beating him.
And the decision to bring it out will cost him about 5 yards as he'll get
he
this
got like
back to the 20.
51 and I'm like 49.
Get set to take
it's kind of even.
And last time, 1 play interception. So this offense, they should be fresh.
That's a good way of putting it. And I can't wait to see what they decide to do with play calling, because a 1-play drive where you throw an interception, a lot of people think the very next time out, run the football, don't give them a chance.
Maybe play action.
I think maybe you go play action, show your quarterback, get a little confidence in him, and let him fling another one.
Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. And his throw's going to be incomplete. Brian Poole that time there to get a hand on it.
Let's give some credit to the defensive guys on that play. Able to bat that one away. Sure looked like they were trying to hit the corner route.
After the incompletion, here's 2nd and 10 from the 20. Prescott from the gun. Wide open receiver, complete. And they're able to get this one across the 35. He goes for 18 there as the drive will continue. Well, that tight end position, it just seems to continue to evolve every year in the NFL.
Yeah, you're getting really terrific athletes. A lot of them maybe were wide receivers at one point. They continue to give you speed, great hands, and big bodies, which make them excellent targets for quarterbacks.
To throw is Prescott. A dump off to Elliott. And this one's going to go the wrong way. Losing yardage back at the 42. Call it a loss of 2 on the play. And it'll be 3rd down.
All day long. Running don't do too much. It'd be more of a...
Prescott yet again. Eluding the pressure right. He may try and run for this. And he'll go down right around the 47 this time. 5 yards that time out of the scramble. But now they're looking at a 4th down situation. They're indeed going for it. It's Prescott. Pass to his running back, complete. And now this is going to depend on the spot.
He wasn't running past the first.
They say he's just short.
He didn't run past the first down line. Yeah.
Throwing now, Ryan on 1st down. He couldn't quite hold it. Got hit. Ball pops out, incomplete.
Yeah.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on 1st down.
That's why I'm taking it. I'm using my FMA. I requested.
Throwing again.
I requested.
Escaping the pressure right.
I requested D-Day.
And
Saturday, Sunday.
Drops incomplete, but if he was hit a fraction sooner, it may have been a fumble.
The good signal callers would never go back in the huddle and play the blame game because they need those guys to protect him. But on that last one, his offensive line, they lost their leverage very quickly, and that's why they were able to get to him and hit him as he tried to throw the football and force an incompletion.
And he couldn't hang on to it through the contact. Incomplete. Here's Matt Bosher now, as he'll punt it away for the 2nd time.
Yep.
Now this is going to carry well into the end zone for a touchback. And out now come the Cowboys. So Prescott and the Cowboys now with a 1st and 10 at their own 20-yard line. They start on the ground with Elliott. And he'll get only a couple up to the 22.
What an advantage having an elite guy in the middle of the defensive line, because not only does he take up the space and let the linebackers run free, but he can also make plays himself, as we just saw there.
Henry might get a lot because Gabbard ain't going to throw it that much.
A 2nd down throw for Prescott. And he finds a man on a crossing route. And they're able to get this one across the 35. His first catch, good for 16 and a first. A 1st down throw for Prescott. He's got his man on the crossing route. And he takes this one down all the way near the 30. That goes for a gain of 31. And now he'll tuck it and run. And he'll get this down to about the 30, 31-yard line. Only a yard on the keeper, and it'll be 2nd down.
Anytime you decide to use your quarterback as a runner, most of the time when you design a play, you're expected to break a little bit bigger than this one, because when you run him on short gains, your risk reward and him taking hits, I'm not sure that's the payoff they were looking for.
Now they'll run it on the toss. Elliott a 1st down and more. And finally wrestled down at the 8-yard line. 23 yards on the pickup there and a first.
I'm still an old-school football guy, and anytime you see a big-time running play, that fires me up. And if I'm on offense right now, in the position they're in now, inside the 10-yard line, I think after the way they've run it, they've set themselves up for a good play-action pass opportunity right here.
They'll say no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd and goal. They give it to him running left. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Cowboy touchdown. Ezekiel Elliott, an 8-yard touchdown run. And the Cowboys are an extra point away from tying the football game. Point after, right down the middle. And we are tied at 7. So we're right back where we started, all even as the kick's away. That'll be taken in the end zone.
Well, conventional football 101, tells us if you don't get it back to the 20-yard line on a kickoff return, that's a disappointment. But some of these teams, special teams coaches, with approval by the head coach, they give them full authority to go ahead and bring it out and try to be aggressive. Almost what we call the green light, red light theory. Green light means go, red light means stop. Looks like he had green on that play.
Takes this one up past the 20 after he's able to make a man miss. 5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on first down.
They'd love to just strike back with a touchdown right here, and if it's a long play, so be it. But the main goal, get a couple of first downs, run some plays, run some clock, allow their defense to get a chance to catch their breath, settle down, and relax a little bit after they just gave up a score.
Now the pitch to Freeman. A solid run on first down, gain of 7, leaves him with a 2nd and 3.
Well, no matter how they phrase it, staying on schedule, staying ahead of the sticks, whatever you want to call it, 7 yards on first down, that fits the bill.
They toss to Freeman. And unable to get downhill there, so he'll take this up to about the 37. It'll be a gain of 2 on the play, but they'll remain a few inches short here with 3rd down looming. Ryan on the handoff. It's Freeman. And he's taken down at the 43, but not before picking up the first. They get 6 on the pickup there as the drive will continue. On the counter, Devontae Freeman. And this one's going to go the wrong way, losing yardage back at the 42. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be 2nd down. Now they'll throw it with Ryan. And he is out of bounds, just a yard or 2 shy of the 30. A really nice gain of 25 yards.
Sometimes it's designed, and sometimes you just have to know when to leave the pocket and move and make something happen. And that player was able to get on the run and was still accurate throwing the football.
And able to push his way forward here for a good little gain. 5 yards is the tally on first down. That brings up 2nd and 5.
That's a strong pickup right there on first down. And as this drive goes on, we're seeing an offensive line and running game imposing its will.
Flushed out right. And he's just going to get rid of this thing. To no one here. He throws it away. And now it's 3rd.
It's been my observation. There's been a nice variety of play calling defensively. You and I often talk about an offense's ability to keep a defense off balance with what they're doing. I think the converse has been true in this game.
I think you're right. They seem to have gone off tendency quite a bit, but only the 2nd quarter, a lot of time to change things. The Falcons on 3rd down. They've hit it 50%, 3 of 6 to this point. This will be 3rd and 5. Now it's Ryan. Caught by Jones. And he will have the first down across the 20 to the 19-yard line. He's got his first catch here before halftime, and it goes for a first down. Ryan.
Damn. Ooh, good
His
catch.
throw
Ooh.
incomplete.
The positioning here is key. As a defensive back, you're taught 99% of the time, make a play on the football, But in this case, making a play on the man was all the difference. That's what forced the incompletion.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. To throw again, Ryan. Here's Sanu on the catch. And he'll take it down here just shy of the 15 at the 16-yard line. Only 3 yards on the catch. It's 3rd down. On 3rd down, Ryan. Buying time to his left. That's going to be caught at the 10-yard line. And he will be brought down at about the 6-yard line. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
On any given pass play, you never know exactly where your exit points are going to be. This play was flushed to his left, still on the run, able to accurately throw the football for a nice 1st down.
They give him 5 that time as they draw a bit closer here for a 2nd and goal. They'll look to run with Freeman. And he gets in. Touchdown, Atlanta. Devontae Freeman with his 2nd touchdown here in this 1st half. And the Falcons are in for 6. Bryant's extra point up and good. And that makes the score 14-7.
It's okay for Zeke to run the huddle all the way downfield. Zeke can do that. All right for Zeke.
Here's Bosher to kick it away. That's fielded in the end zone. And they'll wind up about 4 yards shy of where he would have been if he had taken a knee, as they'll start at the 21-yard line. The Cowboys offense heading back out and ready to go again. And with time quickly fading here in the 2nd quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
Being chased out left. And he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. Tack McKinley in there to bring him down for a loss of 7.
About 7 tight ends out there, man.
Final play of the half. Prescott. Flush to his right. And he's going to go down. Couldn't get a throw off with the pressure. Maybe that was for the best, as that brings us to the end of this 1st half of play. There you have it. Halftime quickly over. 3rd quarter, here we go. Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. That's fielded in the end zone. And this return net's positive as he gets past the 25 and up to the 27-yard line. Out come the Cowboys now as he'll go on offense first here in this 3rd quarter. They're close game, but they're going to need to do a little bit better probably here in half 2, no?
I would agree with that totally.
Who did?
I would guess it in the locker room. They talked about cleaning up some of the errors, but overall, I think they wanted to be positive with them. Guys, we're right there.
And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. Grady Jarrett never giving up. He's able to keep working and get him for a loss of 12. Prescott now on 2nd down. He's going to air one out. He rifles one that's intercepted. Ricardo Allen with a pick. And he'll get this back to the 32-yard line. They set themselves behind the chains, tried to get it all back in one play, and it backfired.
Didn't it feel like
against some damn tight ends?
Working his way into a 3-0 count, right? You're behind. What do your coaches always tell you? Get it back one pitch at a time. In this case, they tried to get it back right away, and it didn't work out.
Really?
And he's able to take this one back to the 36-yard line.
He had his hands on him.
Oh, timing is everything on a route like this. He tried to drive that football into a tight spot. And if you're a little early or a little late, chances are there's going to be someone there. And sure enough, this one's going the other way.
Good starting position for the Cowboys here as they come up 1st and 10. They'll start the drive with Allen. And unable to get downhill there as he'll take this up to about the 37. Just a yard on the 1st down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
That's a run.
The best defensive linemen, they play with great leverage so they can get low and not get bowled over by offensive linemen. They have excellent hands. They can throw people off on a play. We just saw a great example of a really good run stop by a guy playing the defensive tackle position.
Give him 3 yards, and now they're left needing a conversion here on 3rd and 6.
I do know from experience that when you slow down someone's running game, you're now doing the dictating on defense. And guess what? Now you're getting ready to tee off on their quarterback because they have to throw it all the time. But you still have to be alert for the draws and other plays of that nature to make sure you don't get hurt. So much about offense is what you call hidden yardage. You know, you throw the ball to someone, they catch it, and then they can make a big play. You know, they create a play, run after catch. They did a really nice job there of limiting that and keeping him from a first down.
Yeah, stopped him in his tracks. Prescott now from the 50.
Ooh.
And it pops free. The collision there jarred the ball loose and brings up second down.
My high school coach John Ford used to say all the time, if you're in a bad situation, laddie, don't compound it with a bad decision as well. And I think that's what we just saw there. Harassed in the pocket, and he throws into double coverage anyway.
He called you laddie?
He called me laddie, and that was the nicest thing he called me.
Here's Elliott. Takes to midfield, but no further. Just a yard there.
Toss.
Sometimes you're aligned perfectly and the play comes to you, and sometimes you got to cover some ground to go make the play, as we just saw there.
We saw a great example of perseverance right there on that play.
Got to be careful. They might want to throw one over his head as this game progresses.
On third down, it's Prescott.
I so bumped today.
He finds a man on the crossing route. And he gets this inside the 35-yard line. It's a gain of 17, and it'll give him a first down.
That's all you got, man.
They'll run it now out of the gun.
Dang, hold it.
And they'll get this one down to about the 20-yard line. 12 more yards there and another first down.
That's pretty much meat and potatoes right there, wasn't it? Just go right at them and let your big horse charge up the middle. Not too fancy there, was it?
Nothing fancy at all, challenging that defense. And on that go-around, the offense won the challenge.
Hey, when you get good yardage like that on first down, it really does a whole lot of good for your entire offense. But I love the way he's finishing those runs. At the end of things, he's making sure he gets just a little bit extra.
No gain on the play, and now they're faced with a 3rd and 1. The Cowboys on third down. Just 1 for 3 thus far. They're up against a 3rd and 1 situation.
Stay in.
They'll try and run this with Austin. And he is into the end zone for a Cowboy touchdown. Tavon Austin
y'all let that nigga go. That nigga, I forgot that nigga was on the team.
And the Cowboys are an extra point away from tying the football game. Now the try here for the extra point. A little surprising they wouldn't go for 2, but this is up and good, and we are tied at 14. So a tie ball game here as the kick's away. That'll be taken in the end zone. And a pretty good return here. He'll be stopped just shy of the 25 at the 24-yard line. Atlanta now coming out on the field. And last time wasn't pretty. One play and an interception. We'll see if they can do better.
I want to see if they want to go ahead and throw the ball again now on this drive after what happened on the last one. Throw it on the first play. Give the quarterback some confidence.
See what happens. Ryan and the Falcons now come up 1st and 10 at their own 24. They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. Throwing over the middle, but it's incomplete.
Very difficult night for the guys on offense. They've got to be looking at each other in the huddle and on the sidelines. How are we going to find some open space to complete a pass and find open room to run? This defense all night long has squeezed down the passing lanes, made plays on the football. It's really been a thing of beauty for them. He's got to figure all day long prepping for the game. They had to have talked about it again and again. Squeeze passing lanes.
And the Cowboys pressure gets there this time for the sack. DeMarcus Lawrence In there to make the sack. He buries him for a loss of 10. So the sack pushes him back, and now 3rd and long for Ryan and the Falcons. Here's Ryan. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off by Anthony Brown. And he's able to get it back to right around the 27.
I tell you, Brandon, it seems like this guy's been all over the field so far. That's his 2nd interception of the game. And so much of playing defense in the NFL, especially when it comes to defending the pass, is all about positioning and technique. And this is fantastic work on both fronts there.
Shit.
Now they'll run it on the toss. Call it no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd down.
That didn't appear to be a run blitz. He just darted in once he saw the run develop. That appeared to be a case of see ball, get ball.
2nd down, Prescott. Man open left side, it's Williams. And down inside the 15 he goes. Give him 12 yards on that one. It earns him a fresh set of downs. Now they'll run it on the toss. And he'll fight his way down right around the 12. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8.
I like the call. Inside the red zone, running the toss. Why? They want to get to the edges. They want to see if guys who don't normally make a lot of tackles are willing to actually do that. That usually means the guys in the cornerback position.
And he's brought down just outside of the 10 at the 11. It's just a gain of a couple there on the scramble, and now it's 3rd down.
Well, it looked like a quick hitter, a 3-step drop, but when it's not there, what do? He elects to try and escape through the massive bodies up the middle, and he does so and picks up positive yardage.
Back now here on EA Sports. All square, 14 apiece to score as we get ready for the 4th quarter. The Cowboys on 3rd down. They've hit 2 for 4 thus far. This will be 3rd and 6. Now they'll run it on the toss. And he'll be brought down this time at the 5-yard line. It's a 6-yard pickup. It's still a few chain links short, it appears, with 4th down coming up. Have to kick this field goal, don't you?
No!
Disrespect. Look at the situation. Kick the field goal.
They'll get neither the touchdown nor the 1st down. And the Falcons' defense stands tall. They'll get the football back. The drive will start with a carry by Devontae Freeman. And he will take this up to about the 8-yard line. DeMarcus Lawrence in on the tackle.
That 1st down play, all you want to do is wedge out any type of space and try and create enough room. If you have to run the punter out there, he can successfully complete the punt.
Yeah, didn't get a ton there, but at least some positive yardage. On 2nd down, Ryan. Caught on the right side by Jones. And able to get it here to about the 16-yard line. 8 yards on the pickup there, and it moves the sticks.
I think that's a big pickup for a 1st down because when you run a drag route against zone, you're sometimes asking for trouble because you might run into a defender.
Yeah, well, there they ran into a 1st down, executed it to perfection. They give them 13 yards there on the play and a fresh set of downs.
It's a nice completion, a little bit of run after catch as well to create the yardage that they got. But it is so tough to cover that route, the drag route, because they run it at varying speeds. Because the key is to create hesitancy on the defender's part.
Always so empathetic for those DBs, aren't you? Throwing again, Ryan.
Please.
This complete to Jones. And he'll be taken down at the 46-yard line. It's a 9-yard gain, and it keeps the drive moving. Continuing to steadily move the ball down the field. Not big play after big play, but These moderate gains getting him first downs.
And you know what they add up to, right? If you continue that pace and you continue to move it downfield, they add up into 6 points. That's exactly what you're looking for.
Throw right side, caught by Ridley. And he's brought down. The 15 yards there on the catch and run.
That crossing route is so effective when you hit it just right because you get a guy on the move, and then we see the end result there.
Nightmare for the defense. They got a guy with a full head of steam.
Not only does he catch it, but he picks up additional yardage after it.
Ryan now a perfect 8 for 8 to start the second half. Not bad. 1st and 10. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll lose yardage here. Back at the 41. It's a loss of 2 there, bringing up 2nd down.
Anytime you call an inside running play, you just know there should be a lot of congestion there. You're counting on your offensive line to take control of the line of scrimmage. That didn't happen in this case, and that play got bottled up.
And he's going to get it down to the 33-yard line here. It's a gain of 9 yards. And all of a sudden here, it's 3rd down. Here's Ryan to throw. He finds Coleman. And he picks up the first before he's taken down at the 29. It's a gain of 4 there, and it gives him a new set of downs. Ryan in the offense with a 1st and 10. And he's up to 7 for 7 now on this drive alone. They'll run it now out of the gun. Down to about the 22 here. 7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 3.
Okay, he didn't break that one all the way, but you got to know that he feels like he's right on the verge, and that's probably exactly what he's telling him in the huddle right now.
And he got half of what he needed there, 2 yards, and it'll bring up a 3rd and 2 more.
Bent away from him, man.
Time for a break. We'll come back and see how it all shakes out after this. This is 3rd and 2, maybe the biggest play in this football game.
Disrespectful ball, man.
Now Ryan. It's caught. Jones. But he will have the first down before he's tackled at the 12. What a methodical drive. This is turning out to be that time 9 yards, and the sticks move again. Throwing now is Ryan. This will be caught just inside the 10. And he's able to work it here to the 8-yard line. That throw good for 4. It's 2nd down. Now the Cowboys going to burn the first of their timeouts as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming 2nd down play. Here's Ryan. Throwing middle, but it's incomplete.
Nope.
Anthony Brown right there to knock it away. Well, these corners, I tell you, they've done excellent work all game long.
They remind me of guys in the past who just said, hey, throw it out here 100 times. Nothing good is going to happen. And if you throw it in the wrong place, I'll take it the other way.
This will be caught at about the 6. And he'll be brought down here at the 3-yard line. Just a 5-yard pickup, and it leads to 4th down. And now the Cowboys are going to call another timeout as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. So the field goal unit is on the field as this is a big spot right here. This for the lead in the final stages. Big kick right there to give them the lead in the 4th, but there is still time left for a final drive.
Did they score too soon? Post-game will tell us, right? Depending on what happens on this drive, that's how we'll analyze it. If the other team scores, they scored too soon. If they somehow hold on, they manage the clock exactly right.
And he'll get across the 20 before he's brought down at about the 23-yard line. And now Dallas gets set to take the field. They're only in need of a field goal, a decent amount of time on the clock. So tell me if I'm wrong. You don't have to be too panicked here.
No, not at all. I agree with you. And this is where your preparation and your confidence comes into play. They've worked on these situations.
They practice this all the time.
They practice it all the time. They know what they want to get done. And in a lot of cases, the great competitors, they love this situation. They think they can go ahead and get it done.
They practiced it. We'll see if practice makes perfect. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. All told, it's an even 30 and a first down. Probably had 60,000 thinking pass right there, including us in the booth.
Yeah, no doubt about it. That was a big call, big guts on that one. And guess what? That run, it'll pay dividends.
Sorry,
throw on first down there, but it's incomplete. I guess you can't be afraid to take those chances late in the game. He tried to fit that one in there. Nice job, though, defensively.
But to your point, it was a nice job of knocking the ball away.
But
you're also right. You can't be afraid to take those chances. That means your guys going downfield to catch the ball, they've got to elevate their game and come down with these in order to keep your offense moving.
Now they'll run it on the toss. It's a loss of 2, now third down.
What's seek, boys?
They'll get to the line here, but remember, it's also third down.
I know they got a little yardage there, but I'm not sure their investment is right. They're still running the football, and I'm not sure there's enough time to continue to do that.
They'll look to throw. Throwing right, and that's complete. And he's going to have the first down, yardage to the 35. A really nice pickup of 14 yards, and it moves the sticks. Back to throw.
Come here.
And he can't get a throw away. He's taken down. Jack Crawford in there to take him down, and the clock will roll.
Exactly what they were looking for. They've been giving up yardage. They've been letting them drive right downfield, but they got a sack right there. How about that for a little bit of revenge?
Oh, the stadium clock says 0, but the one on your screen is the one that matters, and the officials say yes, it's a timeout with 1 second left to go, and a field goal try forthcoming to potentially send us to overtime. And forthcoming, a field goal try for the Cowboys. With 1 second to go, this to send us to overtime. And this is right down the middle as he puts it through. And that will tie things at 17 all.
That is so damn lucky.
And here in overtime, if the team that receives the ball scores a touchdown, it's over. If they don't, we can still have some more football.
That's exactly right. If they go down and kick a field goal, the other team gets a possession to either match it.
No, I'm talking about I'll never win the toss.
If both teams kick field goals, the next team to score wins. But if the receiving team throws a pick six or fumbles the ball and it gets picked up by the defense and they score, the game is over at that point.
And all that work, but he stopped where he ultimately would have been, and he's simply taken a knee, and that's the 25-yard line. Now the Cowboys offense heads back onto the field. They're set for their first drive here in overtime, and this is where the crowd can really become a factor.
They've had to battle it all day, but I know what you're saying. In overtime, that gets doubled, doesn't it? At least, because now the crowd really wants to be involved and help their team, and that first drive can dictate the whole thing because they know if this team takes it downfield and scores a touchdown, it's game over.
And it's been loud in here so far. He'll get a nice chunk there on the first down run, and it's 2nd and 4. Not a bad idea to start overtime. Feed the hot hand.
And understand that when you're feeding that hot hand, everyone else is pretty much in agreement.
Man.
Ezekiel Elliott gonna take it the distance.
They just pushed my guys over. Really?
And he is in for the score. And it is absolute stunned silence here as they win it on the road in overtime. A partner, a great game that we got to see and making it extra special. Not only did I get 4 quarters with you in this one, I got some overtime. A little
on the damn run up the middle.
Look at you, trying to make this whole thing palatable.
I just want you to pay for my meal later.
You really just wanted 4 quarters what you wanted. But how much fun was that? We had that type of a game where we got us to overtime, and then we get the dramatic ending to finish things off as well. What a game.
So that's a wrap for Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gunn, and this has been a presentation of the NFL on EA Sports. For more, check us out at easports.com. With that, we say good night, everybody.
We here, goddamn. We here. Bullshit. Bullshit ass run. Dak didn't do shit. Dak didn't do shit. Yep. Dak, Zeke won that game.
I woke up in a
Which guy? That boy from Memphis. The Anderson boy.
We are sandwiched between Fort Worth and Dallas,
check,
Texas,
like
and Arlington at the luxurious
like
AT&T Stadium. Obviously, they do everything big here in Dallas, and the introduction to the Cowboys, no exception. They're set for football in Big D as their guys will do battle with the Atlanta Falcons. Here's Bosher to kick it away. This is fielded a couple yards deep. And he's able to get it across the 20, but not by much, as he's marked down at the 21-yard line. Prescott looks to throw on first.
Ooh, I'm looking at that.
Trying to get Terrence Williams. And he's brought down, getting this one up to about the 35. 14 yards there on the first play from scrimmage. Here's the first carry for Ezekiel Elliott. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play. It'll be second down.
As usual, the hallmark of a good run defense, linebackers making plays near the line of scrimmage. Absolutely nowhere to run there.
The give is to Elliott. Wiggles free and brought down, but not before reaching the 45-yard line. A nice pickup there, 10 yards, and it'll move the sticks. A tough run by Ezekiel Elliott, the 4th overall pick in the 2016 draft.
If you watch tape of him in college, you saw plenty of those runs, because I know the highlights showed him in the open field breaking away from people, but that's how he wore down defenses, those exact type of runs.
Elliott toss right, and he'll lose yardage on the play back at the 45-yard line. It's a loss of a yard there, and now second down.
Well, forget about finding a lane there. He barely had time to look up before he was planted in the backfield. Probably fortunate he was able to hold on to the football.
Everyone, count.
They'll try to throw down. Prescott. Pressure brought in, and the Falcons get there for the sack.
Pressure can come from all over when you're plotting a defensive strategy. On that particular play, it just came from the outside.
They'll need a big play here. Will Dak and the Cowboys after the sack. It's 3rd and long. Prescott from the gun. He's going to let this one go deep, and that's caught inside the 35. And he's going to have the first down yardage as he's down at about the 30-yard line. A very nice pickup of 33 yards. Prescott on first down. Throw right side, complete to Williams. And he went nowhere. Well, he went backwards, back to the 33. That'll set him back with a loss of 3 on the play. And it'll bring up a 2nd and 13. They play fake to Elliott. Now Prescott. And Beasley with it over the middle. And he gets it all the way down inside the 10 to the 5-yard line. A really good pickup of 28 yards. The first opportunity in the red zone for the Cowboys. They've got it first and goal at the 6. Now Elliott. And the hole closes quickly here. He can fight only to about the 4. It's a gain of a couple, and it'll be second and goal.
Not a whole lot there after the penalty, but remember, it was 1st and 5, not 1st and 10. So now they can keep grinding out first downs, and good things can happen for them. Just 2nd and short coming up.
Call it no gain that time, and now it's 3rd and goal. Driven it down the field nicely here on the opening drive, but now it's put up or shut up.
No doubt about it, because to make that type of a drive and ultimately kick a field goal would feel very disappointing. But I'm just wondering, is the head coach thinking, is this 4-down territory? Might he go for it?
Here's Elliott. And this one will wind up with him losing yardage back to the 4-yard line. That'll make it 4th down after a loss of 1.
This offense bent the defense in their long drive downfield, but once they got within sight of the goal line, the defense went to don't break mode and is stiffened.
And his kick is right there. It's good. And the Cowboys are going to jump out to a 3-0 lead. A dozen plays on that drive that ends with the field goal.
Let's go ahead and break out some of the old chestnuts here, right, partner?
You're right, get you 3.
Keep the ball in front, rally to it, and make the tackle. Right? No big plays given up, no balls over your head. Bend, don't break.
Hold on. Chestnuts?
You like
Come
that
on.
one?
What does that mean, break out? That just because you break chestnuts?
I'm not sure about that, but I'm just going with why they said that. I have no idea.
Ryan will bring the Falcons up now 1st and 10 at the 34. From the gun, it's Ryan. Eluding the pressure right. On the crossing route, complete. That's Jones. A good pick up there, 26 yards.
As a general rule, offensive linemen like to know where their quarterback's going to be when he's setting up to throw the football. But sometimes they just have to get on the run, get on the move. He was able to do that on that play and picks up a 1st down with a nice throw.
On 1st down, Ryan. And he is going to go down. He will be sacked on the final play of this 1st quarter. Alongside Charles Davis, Brandon Gaudin, it's the Falcons in possession to begin quarter number 2, but they face a 2nd and long to start things out. Out of the gun, it's Ryan. And his throw is incomplete. Anthony Brown right there to knock it away.
Now that's absolutely terrific technique right there by the corner. Exhibit A. Zone coverage, knew where his man was in relation to the football at all times, and made a nice play.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. From the shotgun, Ryan. He's airing it out for Sanu. Got a man, it's caught inside the 10. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. A first chance in the red zone for the Falcons now. They're looking at a 1st and goal from about the 9. The former Indiana Hoosier here, Tevin Coleman. And he's going to fight his way forward here for a modest gain. 5 yards, a good run there, and now 2nd and goal.
I think we can safely say that those types of plays are the backbone of this offense.
And he'll take it into the end zone. Touchdown, Atlanta. Tevin Coleman from 4 yards out. And the Falcons are in for 6. Now Matt Bryant on for the point after. Bryant tacks on the extra point, and that makes it a 7-3 lead.
What are you on? What app you on? Huh? Musical.
Here's Bosher to kick it away. This will be taken to the back of the
Come on
end
out
zone.
there.
And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. So out come the Cowboys now as their offense gets set to take over. And they had 3 points last time, but they didn't want 3 points because they were well within range of scoring a touchdown. We'll see if they can do better now.
I'm with you on that one. Let's just go ahead and be frank about the whole thing. The only one happy about the 3-point?
The kicker.
Exactly. He put it through the post. That's going to help him in contract time. But that offense...
There you go.
Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 38, and his guys are going to take over at the 39-yard line.
Baby.
And that's a great example of ball skills right there, partner. You and I do a lot of games, and I can't tell you how many guys look to run with the football before they've intercepted it. So that's a nice job of focusing on the task at hand and coming away with the interception.
Now Ryan going to give it to Freeman.
Oh, well, I should have said boy for the break it there.
Good little gain. It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets him to 2nd and 4.
And there's a run to be happy with. Good, solid yardage. They'll take that anytime you hand the ball to him back.
Now Ryan on 2nd down. They'll roll him out right.
Why is he scooping this shit? Man, no.
All that gets him is just a yard, and now it's 3rd down. On 3rd down, Devontae Freeman. And he's able to pick up the first down here before he goes down at the 26. It'll go as a gain of 6 that time, and it moves the chains as well. Freeman again, a 1st down carry. Oh, he's got some breathing room. And down inside the 15 he goes. That one goes for 13 yards, and it moves the sticks.
That's another nice run, and I have to tell you, some of the coaches that I played for, their philosophies were always different when they see a guy running the ball well. Some of them wanted to immediately go to play action and throw it now because it's wide open. While other coaches said, you know something? Until they stop him, that big boy's going to keep getting the football. And that might be the direction that they're going to go right now.
Give him a couple on the carry there, 2nd and 8.
This drive is pretty clear. Almost feels like old school fundamentals, doesn't it? Want to impose their will on the defense. What's that, 5 straight runs?
Yeah, 5 straight carries to start this drive. And like you said, the way it's working, they may just stick with it. Now they'll throw it with Ryan. And his throw's going to be incomplete.
And it is true. You can draft the fastest. You can draft the most athletic guys. But if they don't know the art of positioning, sometimes it's all for naught. In this case, in the right spot, help force the incompletion.
Yeah, but had his hands on it for a second. Would have been a tough catch, though. Falls incomplete. On 3rd down, Ryan sliding out of the pocket. And probably the wise decision there. No one open. He just throws it away. And that keeps the field goal on the table as it's 4th down. So a field goal try here on 4th down as the Falcons call on Matt Bryant. And Bryant's kick is good. And they push the lead up to a touchdown now at 10-3. 2 minutes to play here in the first half. We're back to Arlington right after this timeout.
Caught up with it, man. Caught up with it.
Here's Bosher to kick it away.
Caught up with it.
This will be fielded on the back line of the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. So Prescott and the Cowboys now with a 1st and 10 at their 25-yard line.
Oh, I know what this is. That's vertical right there.
They go back to the air here after the INT on the
okay, do this shit again.
He did on the dive.
Run that motherfucker again.
They give him 14 yards that time and a fresh set of downs.
Run now.
They'll run it now out of the gun.
Come here, Zeke.
That's
Go Zeke?
go as a loss of 2, and it'll be second
go,
down.
Zeke?
That goes down as a loss against his rushing stats. But really, should he have to absorb that one? He had no chance on that play before they overwhelmed him.
Pretty much on top of him before he could take his first step. A second down throw for Prescott. And his throw here's incomplete.
Sometimes those cliches really come true, don't they? When they talk about it takes all 11 to play good defense. We've seen that in this ball game. I think the secondary has to be singled out there. They are in the presence of every receiver whenever the ball's thrown. And this one, they force another incompletion.
Man,
an incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down. Now the Falcons going to use one of their timeouts as they'll talk it over here before what will be an important third down.
Give me what I called now. That's what I called, but yeah, that's what I want.
Off play action to Elliott. Here's Prescott. And that's caught by Beasley.
Oh, they caught.
And that one good for 16 yards in a first.
They got the juice on down.
The clock continues to move. A first down throw for Prescott.
When you're a player of his stature, you don't just circle the games on your team's calendar. You circle the Pro Bowl. Without a doubt. That's a game that you just figure you're going to be in each and every year. That's because of catches like that. That's why he goes.
And he's going to get this one down to the 30. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be second down.
Well, he hasn't made much of an impact in the running game thus far, and after that last run, not much is going to change in that area.
He hasn't been able to get anything going, and really the offensive line not helping him much.
That trash, man. Same play other side, boys. Mike got me on them.
Prescott now on second down.
Should have got me.
And the Falcons get there. The Falcons get the sack. Down he goes. They'll get to the line here, but remember, it's also third down. Man, he got in there so quickly, Charles. What could the offense have done to adjust and account for that?
But what you're hoping is that you figure out and you see and get a clue that maybe there's going to...
And he's going to go down again. The Cowboys looking to get going again in a hurry.
I'm starting to feel for that quarterback back there. I mean, you know me. Normally, don't have a lot of empathy for the QB, right? In this case, definitely. He's been on constant duress this entire game. I don't know how he's surviving back there.
And to think, there's still a long way to go in this football game. And that will be incomplete. 4 ticks left here on the clock. Jason Garrett might be wanting to reconsider the decision to go for it there. And the Falcons defense stands tall. They'll get the football back. Very good starting field position for the Falcons offense as they come up 1st and 10. Final play of the half. It's Ryan. And he's going to go down. Couldn't get a throw off with the pressure. Maybe that was for the best, as that brings us to the end of this first half of play. We have hit halftime. Still 2 more quarters to go. We'll take a timeout. We'll be back after this. You're watching the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. It's in the game. Okay, Coach. Appreciate it. A 1-touchdown game here as we get set to resume play in the second half. The Falcons back to receive. They've got the lead, and they'll get this football as the second half gets underway. This is fielded a couple yards deep. And he'll be brought down at the 23, make it the 24-yard line. Now the Falcons offense gets ready to head back onto the field. They have the lead. Now they'll be looking to extend that lead.
And this is where I enjoy talking about one of my favorite subjects, tendency breakers, or counters as I also like to call them. You've done things in a certain way in the first half, and they've had the ability to see what you've done. They're going to make their adjustments. So guess what? You adjust yourself and try and stay ahead of the pace because you are looking for some separation in this ball game.
The adjustment to the adjustment.
Without a doubt. Show them one thing, hit them with something else.
2nd and 10. It's Ryan again. Looking downfield for... He runs this one. It's intercepted. Picked off by Jeff Heath. And the return stops at the 39-yard line.
Brandon, this is a veteran
why you
quarterback
put it
back
too
there.
low?
He should know better than to make a throw like this. This is definitely not his best ball, and I think he knew this was trouble the second it was leaving his hand.
Good starting field position for him as they come up 1st and 10. Following the interception, here's Prescott. He's going to go deep for Beasley. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete. Cole Beasley, the intended target. And it's 2nd down. A pretty good coverage there, and both of these defenses, they've had good coverage throughout this one.
No doubt about it, and in today's NFL, where we're used to a bit more scoring, this feels almost like a well-pitched game in baseball on both sides where the tension continues to build. Who's going to make the big play?
So after the incompletion on 1st, now 2nd and 10.
Give me that shit.
From the shotgun, it's Prescott. And he'll be hit from behind and taken down. Tack McKinley in there to bring him down for a loss of 7.
We are seeing two really confident defenses imposing their will on these offenses in this game.
Yeah, absolutely, going toe for toe. Just curious. And a big loss here as he's taken down. Tack McKinley in there to pick up his 2nd sack now of the afternoon.
Okay, hold on.
That's his 2nd sack of the game, and the best defensive.
What would be? Kick some ass, man.
They do their homework as much as offensive guys do. They know how to beat the offensive lineman across from them, what moves they need to do to set them up. This guy's been pretty good at it all game long.
Out now comes the Cowboys punter. And surprisingly, this is the first punt of the game for either team.
Run the ball.
And we'll see what he can do on the return. Well, he wasn't too far from breaking that. Officially, give him 15. And out will come the offense as they take over. And here now come the Falcons. And both of these defenses have been stifling these last few drives offensively. Just not able to get anything going, so what needs to change?
I think a lot of the guys will go back and review, so to speak, because everyone has someone assigned to how did each play work. Okay, what did we use that kind of worked for us during this game? Try and get back to some of those plays, as well as the possibility of showing something you haven't shown already in this game and trying to change things up.
We'll see if they take the advice of Mr. Davis. And he takes this one down all the way near the 30. He got 29 yards that time. They go play action here on 1st down. On the move to his left. Swings it out to the flat for Freeman. And he's able to get it down to the 25-yard line. It's a gain of 6 on the play, and that'll bring up 2nd down.
So many times you hear today's NFL described as a space game. Get your best players into space with the football in their hands. That's why sometimes you just swing it out to your runner, get him out in the flat, and let him have a chance to make people miss an open field.
A nice pickup there of 11 yards, and it'll move the sticks. From the red zone now, here's Ryan on 1st down. Escaping the pressure right. Going right side here, and that's complete. And he's able to work it here to the 8-yard line. 5 yards on the catch there, brings up 2nd down. He was out there waving his arms, and when you got a quarterback out of the pocket looking for any help, I guess waving the arms is helpful.
It certainly is, because you got to get his attention, because now you're scramble drill. So everyone's adjusting their routes, finding open space, and he found the right spot for the completion.
They'll say no gain on the play there, and now it'll be 3rd down. The Falcons on 3rd down. They've been okay, 2 for 3 thus far. This will be 3rd and 5. Looking to throw. Freeman. And the trick play doesn't work. Good reaction there defensively. And it'll be 4th down.
Thought you was coming for that blitz.
I'm not sure we could spot any tendency here on this 3rd down. They could have run it or passed it. Either one was available. They chose to try and get it through the air, but they were unsuccessful.
So a good snap, good hold, and right down the middle.
Never in doubt. Just the way you used to hit them, partner.
You mean like kicking the ball?
Exactly.
Well, that was in high school.
Doesn't matter. I don't care what level. You hit them, they go through.
Here's Bosher to kick it away. This will be taken to the back of the end zone. And from back there, a wise move. He'll just sit on this one, and it'll come out to the 25. The offense for the Cowboys now working their way back onto the field. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means you're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. What they're looking for now is a little more consistency, move the ball at least a few times on offense, get a couple of first downs, and hopefully flip the field.
Come here.
Just into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked up by DeMonte Casey.
And Brandon, this is a real nice job defensively, getting inside the quarterback's head and figuring out, okay, where's he going with the football? Because you can make an educated guess defensively, not all the time, but sometimes. And when you're right, you've got a decent chance of coming away with the football.
After the interception, here's Ryan. Flushed out right.
Take that.
This is caught. It's Sanu this time for a Falcon touchdown. Mohamed Sanu, a 15-yard touchdown grab. And the Falcons use the short field to their advantage as they cash in for 6. Here's Bosher to kick it away. This will be taken to the back of the end zone. And he'll probably wish he'd reconsidered here. It will cost him 10 yards as he's down at the 15.
In this position, trying to get back into the game, teams are looking for a spark from their special teams. That's not what they got, though. They got a setback and they have a long field to cover if they want to try and put points on the board.
Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. It's a short one here, complete to his tight end.
It's 7 tight ends out
here
there,
to about the 16-yard line.
TE drive.
Just a yard on the catch there. It'll be 2nd and 9. They only got a yard out of that last completion, and that makes it 2nd and 9.
Look like bench right here.
Out of the gun. Here's Prescott. And his throw is going to be incomplete. It was Desmond Trufant right there, step for step in coverage.
And we just saw another example. These cornerbacks have played tight coverage all game long. Might start wanting to think about a few double, triple move routes to try and shake their guys free.
You're right, they have had no room to breathe. On 3rd down, it's Prescott. He hits Beasley right side. And he'll get this up to the 34-yard line. 18 yards there and a first down.
Never make the mistake that the slot receivers, especially the little guys like we're watching here, are just quicker than fast. A lot of them combine quickness and speed, and they catch a lot of footballs, as we just saw there.
It's a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up 2nd down.
Well, they certainly have been able to get him going and establish the run, so I think it's time to abandon that plan and start chucking it all over the park. And you know who's excited about that? The defensive front. They got to just pin their ears back and get after him now.
Pressure brought in, and the Falcons get there for the sack. Vic Beasley in there to record another sack, their 6th of the afternoon. Prescott from the gun on third. Flush to his right. Now he'll let it go. And he's going to be intercepted a third time. Picked up by DeMonte Casey. Back now in Arlington. It's the Falcons. They've got the football. They've got the lead as we get set to start the fourth. Ryan and the Falcons now come up 1st and 10 at the 34. Off the play fake to Freeman. It's Ryan. Eluding the pressure right. Caught on the right side by Jones. Given 9 there on the first down completion.
I know we just saw a nice throwing catch, but how about the big guys up front buying that time? Yeah, that's exactly what they did. They created time and allowed the space to happen, and it turned into a really nice play.
On 2nd down, Ryan.
Damn.
Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Jeff Heath. And he's able to get it back here to the 43-yard line. So they get the takeaway, but that's just step one. They still have a lot of work to do.
But they don't want to focus on that now. Now it's about getting the ball in the end zone and hoping they can take it away
7
again.
tight ends out here. You know what's coming.
Fourth quarter. Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw.
Attack.
And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked up by DeMonte Casey. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. And that gives him now 3 interceptions in the game.
Well, someone's locked into what they're trying to get done in the passing game. When was the last time we had someone get 3 in a contest?
2011, wasn't it? Kurt Coleman.
Oh, yeah, that's right.
With the Eagles.
That's right. Then you see with the Eagles, and I believe it's against Washington and Rex Grossman.
That's correct. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be 2nd down.
Well, Brandon, pace comes into play now because they've got the advantage. They've got the football, but they've got to be very careful about what speed they're going to play. You know, my music teacher back in New Paltz, Mrs. Bipema Ball, used to say, don't go prestissimo when you really want to go largo. And what she meant by that is don't go too fast when you really want to go at a nice, slow, deliberate pace.
I am speechless. I am without speech. The Falcons on 3rd down. They've hit 2 for 4 thus far. This is 3rd and 11. Now it's Ryan.
Damn.
And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. Randy Gregory in there to get him his 2nd sack now in the afternoon.
Block that nigga.
Here's Matt Bosher now. And no room for error here as his first punt comes from deep in his own end zone. And he's able to get it out of there. And now here come the Cowboys. They're sort of seeing themselves spiral out of control. Let's see if they can get things back on track.
And this is where the coach is walking that line of being calm and really being firm with his team. I had one tell me once, you know, we were having a tough patch. This too shall pass, this too shall pass. And finally we kept having a rough patch. He said, but you got to do something to make it pass. And that's what they have to do. They've got to get some control back, get themselves reasserted, and calm things down.
See if they can get calm and reassert themselves here. Give them 3 yards and a fresh set of downs.
He continues to struggle to find a crease to break off a big one and might need to just put that aside and just try and ram his way forward and get what he can.
Now Prescott. This one complete to his fullback out of the backfield. And here he'll be brought down a little shy of the 35 at the 36. 6 yards on the pickup, and that'll make it 2nd down. Again to Elliott. Nothing doing. Barely able to muster a yard to hit the 35. Seems pretty obvious defensively a key was stopping the run game. How have they done it so successfully?
To me, it seems that these guys really did a nice job of paying attention during the scouting report meeting. And you know, Brandon, when they do those, they talk about the top plays that these guys like to run. The best runs for the top running back. Those are the ones you focus on and want to take away. And they've done that pretty successfully in this game.
And he picks up the first before he's taken down at the 29.
He hurt.
Elliott. Down to about the 22 here. Give him 7 yards on the carry, and it will take us to the 2-minute warning. time for a break. We'll come back to wrap this one up after this.
You gonna trade him for what? Fuck Fournette. Fournette can't even stay on the goddamn field. Because if you want to try to get rid of Fournette, if he was killing.
They'll pitch it out to Elliott. And they'll get him down right about the 20. They got 2 of the 3 they needed there. Leaves them with 3rd and just a yard.
Tough day. Tough sledding right there. And it's been that way the entire game. Not a whole lot of room to ramble.
Fournette last year?
Yeah, you're right. It's been that way all afternoon. Didn't get a whole lot better there. They'll try and run for it with Elliott. But I think the ball's out.
That's what I'm talking about.
Falcons grab it.
That's what I'm talking about.
And with that kind of a deficit, you can't afford to make any kind of
touchdown,
mistakes.
you know, spin.
It's been pretty symptomatic what
That
we've seen
last
all
spin.
game with them, isn't it? Down this big.
That's all they know how to do, boy.
Absolutely.
Spin cycle. Spin cycle, spin cycle. He ain't spinning at the wrong time either. He spin when he have to.
Oh, look at this. Ryan's going to throw it. He goes full extension, and he's got it. He got 18 yards out of that one, and it gets him a new set of downs.
I'd have to say that whenever you see a good post route run, they do not like to let it end without the catch. Hence, that great diving play.
Yeah, lay it up there, let him go get it, and he got it. And now a throw on first down there, but it's incomplete. He couldn't quite hold it. Got hit. Ball pops out, incomplete. An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. Ryan. And finding the tight end Hooper. And he'll get it up to the 33-yard line. And they'll get 9 there as that sets him up better for 3rd down.
Let's just break this down and make it pretty simple. Key to the drag route, letting the play develop, finding the hole in the defense, and giving your athlete, yes, athlete, a chance to make something happen once he has the ball in his hands.
And able to get this one across the 45.
I know I ain't played trade about 4 weeks.
And they get 14 yards there and a first down. A fake to Freeman. Now it's Ryan. Rolling to his right. And that is caught on the right sideline, but out of bounds, says the line judge. The throw took him a little too far. It's 2nd down. So they'll come up after the incompletion for 2nd down. Throwing again. Ryan. He's going to wind up and air it out. That was incomplete as the clock will stop with 14 seconds remaining.
Well, he'd been targeted quite a bit on this drive, and finally I think the guys on the defensive side, they said no more. They slapped the double coverage on him, made it very tough for him to get the ball.
Wasn't nobody expecting it, man. They had to go and scope.
This offense was on the move. Now 2 straight incompletions have them looking at 3rd and 10. They go play action with Ryan. He'll buy some time right. He's going to let this go deep. That's caught inside the 20. A big gain of 39 on 3rd. And now with 4 seconds left, we get a timeout call.
And they just had another big completion there, and I think in days gone by in the NFL, you might have asked, is this a little bit of overkill? Is this rubbing it in? I don't think people feel the same way nowadays.
It's the age-old argument. Then you could say on the other side, if you're going to get angry about it, stop it, right?
Go ahead and stop me. And I think a lot of the times they just look at it like, let's just play the game.
And this will be called.
Oh, he had tackled.
Gamesmanship here as they throw for a late touchdown.
They don't have to stadium. This shit in space, son.
You play to the final whistle, I get that, but there are a few folks who might not be too happy with that score late in the game with it already well in hand.
You seem a little squeamish about that last score.
I struggle with it. I struggle. But on the other, the argument, I get it, on the other side is, hey, do something about it. Stop them.
I guarantee you, I know who was really excited. fantasy owners.
One night only,
Hey,
boys.
listen, getting the points for me. They're not worried about hurt feelings or anything
We'll
like
say
that.
1 night
That's
only.
just new age stuff.
A road win in the National Football League. Charles, you never take that for granted no matter who you're playing, no matter where you're playing.
You take it and you run with it. And you know you primed the pump all week in your own home facility. No one thinks we can do this. Only people who believe are right here in this room. And then you go on the road, band together, and get it done.
They not.
It's one of them ones, man.
You can come to Atlanta.
You just in the car, man. It's like when you in the car, you just
We'll take
you just
me a
think
day.
about everything, man. Definitely when you by yourself, and you just cruising on the highway.
Deion Jones will hurt. We need another linebacker.
Just got me
We'll
thinking.
take Clay Matthews.
On that cap, swerving through traffic, listening to traffic. My windows ain't tinted, so notice
Getting all
me.
the penalties. He ain't as dominant as like he used to be. I think he come to Atlanta because his brother in Atlanta. His brother Jake Matthews, the offensive lineman. The one we took first #1 pick a couple years ago.
A true believer, I believe when they didn't believe her. That's why I don't let opinions affect me. I do what I want to do. If they do or they don't accept me, they expect me to give up. I almost did. Things went from moving faster, slow motion.
Yeah, y'all look good.
Losing focus, stuck on that.
Boys made them adjustments like we did last time. When y'all was up 21, when y'all was up 20.
We living, what you give is what you giving. Gotta make wise decisions. Gotta stay tunnel vision. Gotta avoid collision.
Where that boy at?
Keep scratching the surface and keep your palms itching. Gotta pay moms a visit. It's been a while. I've been working. She keep telling me she miss her
That
child.
good ass
I
agent.
find myself passing the house, then I spin around. She say I'm always moving. Ma, I just can't sit around. Oh my, cause the cash ain't gonna come to us. When we was down, who gave a dime or gave a for us? So instead of making it hard, I made it fun for us. Make it easy, so when you need it, you just run to us.
You watched it Thursday night game?
Cleveland
Jets.
so I can just cruise to this. Living my life on the road, I'm trying to get used to this. And when they throw dirt, I just act like a broom to this.
All right, Coach, we are pleased as always to be bringing you coverage of the National Football League on EA Sports. A moment ago, here was the scene. The Falcons coming out from their tunnel to the roar of all the folks here in Atlanta. We're ready for football as these Falcons get set to match up with Dak Prescott and the Dallas Cowboys.
But everybody knew he was going to do that because don't nobody know what he going to do.
The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away.
That's what I'm saying. I like concussion.
This will be taken in at the one.
Concussion.
And not a bad return here. He gets it out to the 25-yard line.
Yeah. Like concussion. Okay. Oh, nice look.
Throwing now. Ryan on first down. Well, he's going to take a shot right away. And it's knocked away and incomplete. Jeff Heath, the strong safety, able to get in there on the coverage.
I know exactly why I tried to throw the ball to Julio Jones there. He's never considered covered. He's either too fast or too strong. You always try and get it to him.
Especially on those deep passes. They go play action now. Ryan out to his left. Now he'll turn and throw deep back to the other side of the field. And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete.
Well, they certainly didn't waste any time throwing some deep passes here. But the defense, it wasn't unexpected. They told their secondary, be ready. You're going to be tested all night by this team.
So now an early 3rd and 10 here on their opening drive. Out of the gun, it's Ryan. Steps away to his left. And a big loss here as he's taken down. Randy Gregory in there to make the play. It'll be a loss of 14, and it'll bring up a 4th down. So on 4th down, the Falcons will call on Matt Bosher to punt it away. And he gets this away, and look at this. This is a good one.
Stay 100.
So Prescott of the Cowboys now with a 1st and 10 at the 33-yard line.
They wireless.
Now the first carry for Ezekiel Elliott. And the hole closes quickly. He gets it across the 35 to the 36-yard line. Give him 3 on 1st down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7. Second down, Prescott. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back, complete. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. They give him 13 yards there on the play and a fresh set of downs. A 1st down carry by Elliott. And he's over midfield and into Falcon territory.
And
on the stop, DeMonte Casey.
Not much happening there on 1st down.
I thought there might have been a hole for a split second.
Yeah, but it dried up pretty quickly, didn't it? Closed fast.
Here you go.
A 2nd down throw for Prescott. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back, complete. And he'll go down shy of the 40 at the 41.
Okay.
It's an 8-yard pickup and leads to a new set of downs.
Good little stop to this shit. They want to play booty ball.
Toss left to Elliott. And this one's going to go the wrong way. Losing yardage back at the 42. It's a loss of 2 there, bringing up 2nd down.
Well, that one was over before it could get rolling. How about the D just knifing into the backfield and shutting that one down?
Come here. What are you doing?
What the fuck? Oh, and a bad throw there. It's intercepted. Ricardo Allen with a pick.
Well, that's a drive killer right there. Not a really confident throw either. This one was kind of up for grabs, and it's going to come down the hands of the wrong team.
Now the Falcons offense, they get ready to head back out here. They punted last time they had it. What steps, Charles, you think they have to take to make sure they don't do that again?
Well, let's just go to the football 101, the trade expression 101. Win 1st down. Make 5, 6, 7 yards on 1st down and make it a 2nd and 3, 2nd and manageable. Keep accumulating 1st downs that way. Keep moving the football. You don't want to get behind the sticks because then the defense has the advantage.
Getting it out left side to Sanu. That one goes for 13 yards, and it moves the sticks.
That looked like a pretty good route combination there because you've got to find a way to clear the guy running the drag because when you do, you can just put the ball on him and then let him run.
Yeah, he's got some space. Now a play fake here on 1st down. And he just gets rid of it, throws it away. A wise move there, looked like nobody open, now 2nd down. So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on 1st down. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he might have got this across midfield, not by much. They'll mark it down at the 49. It's a gain of about 3, but it's going to leave them with 3rd and still 7 yards to go.
From Tennessee.
Let's go.
From the shotgun, Ryan. He's got Sanu. And the athleticism on the spin move allows him to pick up the 1st before he's brought down. A solid gain of 15 yards, and the sticks move.
22.
They'll throw on 1st down with Ryan. Escaping the pressure right. It's caught on the right side. It's Smith. And he's able to get it down to the 25-yard line.
If I think don't come back, that boy gonna take off too.
Second and about a yard. They'll run it now out of the gun. Leaks past him. 2 yards on the pickup there, but it's enough to give him a new set of downs. The first drive this unit had, they punted. This drive, much more polished, just looking crisper, aren't they, moving the ball?
Maybe the first drive was a little bit of a wake-up call. Probably a little bit angry that they had to punt the ball away the first time they had it. Got motivated, got to the sideline, said, okay, let's not let that happen here as we take over again.
Alongside Charles Davis, Brandon Gordon, it's the Falcons in possession to begin quarter number 2. They've got it 2nd and 6 to start things out. From the gun, it's Ryan. That is caught inside the 5. And he is into the end zone for a Falcon touchdown. Austin Hooper, a 20-yard touchdown. And the Falcons are in for 6.
Yeah, we gotta go point for point with them motherfuckers.
Here's Bosher to kick it away. Set to return now. Here's Deontay Thompson.
That don't mean a goddamn thing. It's so dumb. Zeke had 5 stars.
Here's the Dallas offense now heading back out onto the field. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack him here. Now they'll run it on the toss. And he will lose yardage here back at the 23-yard line. That's going to go as a loss of 2, and it'll be 2nd down. That play was doomed right from the start.
Howard, yeah, Howard.
And the Falcons get there.
Howard, that's his team.
Get the sack.
You want to get the majority. Cole will come in like 3rd down every now and then.
Push up front. He picks up the sack and a loss of 8.
Called a touchdown right when he was on lunch. Last Sunday, while I was on lunch. He went to the Jazz game. I said, throw it to Safarian. Motherfucker threw it right to him. Like, that damn. Good job.
Prescott. But he's got it to Hearns. And he gets this one all the way up to the 40. A pickup of 24 on the 3rd down conversion. Nowhere, losing yardage back near the 40 at the 39. It's a loss of a yard there, and now 2nd down.
Every year I go to the combine and marvel at the speeds that linebackers are running nowadays. They run like DBs, and let's face it, they know how to finish plays too. Eyes up, head up, run right through them.
Prescott now on 2nd down.
Goddamn.
Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. And he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. A very solid gain of 27. This is Elliott. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. 11 more yards that go around, a 1st down as well.
And that's the big fella's MO right there. Running through tackles, keeping the sticks moving forward. In this defense, if you don't bring 11 guys to the ball to try and get him on the ground, he's going to keep making runs like that. I feel the press box shaking every time he touches the rock.
Yep.
1st and 10. Prescott under a heavy rush, and down he goes. Oh, free safety blitz. That can be a gamble, but it proves fruitful there.
Yeah, you're exactly right about the gamble, because oftentimes the free safety is the last line of defense against a long pass. And when he comes at the quarterback, he better get home and make the play. Otherwise, a big play could result for the offense.
On 2nd down, Elliott. And he'll be taken down just shy of the red zone at the 21.
Quick.
An 8-yard gain, so that gets him halfway there. Now they're left with a 3rd and 8 more. They don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway. On 3rd down, it's Prescott.
Oh, we got to get to him.
Throw caught at about the 5.
And they just, everybody just stunned him. Go on, tackle.
For a Cowboy touchdown. Allen Hurns from 21 yards away. And the Cowboys are an extra point away from tying the football game.
Yeah, can't do it all the time.
Extra point splits the uprights, and we are tied at 7. So we're right back where we started, all even as the kick's away. This one taken just inside the 10. And a good effort on the return there. Gets him across the 30 to the 33-yard line. Atlanta now coming out on the field. And they had to wait a long time to get the football back. Probably not what you were hoping for when you got an offense that's humming.
Agreed. What you were looking for is the defense get the ball back pretty quickly, right? Hoping for a 3 and out. So that didn't happen. You can't yell at your D for that. They've got to take care of their own business and reestablish themselves now that they're back on the field.
Probably Green Bay. Probably Green Bay or something like that.
They go play action here on 1st down. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
I know.
Well, we always talk about how you've got to be quick when you go through your progressions, and here's another prime example. Trying to look downfield, he was standing in the pocket, but just couldn't find anyone open, could he?
No, not enough time. They hit him and forced that incompletion. After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10.
Oh, yeah. I mean, golden tape, baby. I need all tape.
Gun. 20. Go.
To throw again, Ryan. And we'll find Ridley on the left side. And he takes this one down all the way near the 30. An excellent pickup of 34 yards. On 1st down, Ryan. He's going to rifle one deep left side.
Oh!
So they took a shot on 1st down, but couldn't connect.
Well, after the success they had on the second play of the drive, I think they were trying to recreate it with that pass, weren't they?
Yeah, they were trying to go a little tic-tac-toe, 3 plays and in the end zone.
I like that. Can I just put the X in the middle of the block as the defense just did there?
Sure. So they'll come up after the incompletion for 2nd down.
21. Get up.
Throwing again, Ryan. And a big loss here as he's taken down. Randy Gregory in there to get him for his 2nd sack of the night.
You know, on these types of plays, we're always looking to assess blame. Okay, where did it break down? Sometimes it's just a great play.
And now a timeout called by the Cowboys defense, as the stoppage will come with a little under a minute to go in this 1st half.
Should have had a fucking touchdown. Bullshit.
And some secondary help here for the defense in the nickel on 3rd and long.
Hey, wait. Hey, express. Ready. 20. Hey, wait. 22.
Here's Ryan.
Come on, I'm putting y'all back there to block. Damn.
Cowboys are going to call another timeout as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds to go in the first half. Here's Matt Bosher now. On for his second punt. He'd take a repeat of his first. He gets this one away, and boy, it's another boomer. And out now come the Cowboys. And they had to go the length of the field last time out to get into the end zone. And with this starting field position, they're going to have to pretty much do it again.
And I think the thought process going into it is, hey, if you have to be methodical, go ahead and do that. But what you really want are a couple of big plays. Eat up chunks of yardage and cut down the number of times you have to snap the football.
Prescott looks to throw on first. And he finds his target, Terrence Williams. And he gets this one up just shy of the 35 to the 34. Now whistles come in. We're going to get a timeout here by the offense as they stop it here with just under 40 ticks to go in this first half. A first down throw for Prescott. Pass incomplete.
This defense has been very disruptive early on as they force another one to go awry.
Seems to be the front and the back end. Pass rush, they've been able to get home, and they're taking the ball away in coverage as well.
I love how you put it together. The front and back working in sync, only way to play good defense.
So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10. From the shotgun, it's Prescott.
Come here. There you go.
Now that'll be tipped and intercepted. Picked off at the 36. And they are going to set up shop at the 40-yard line. That late in the clock, second quarter, why not just run it a time or two and get it into the locker room?
What you're saying makes absolutely perfect sense. Run it and get out of there. But I'm just wondering if the pressure of today's NFL and the high-powered offenses that you're facing may have forced them into saying, let's try and get some more points.
After the interception, here's Ryan. He's going to rifle one deep left side. It's caught inside the 25. Touchdown, Falcons.
Motherfucker open it, y'all block, goddammit.
As the first half is winding down, and the Falcons are able to show off their quick strike ability.
And that touchdown gives them a touchdown lead before they take the extra point. What a great way to end the half.
Yeah, great job to put themselves in front, and now see on the sideline, special teams defense scrambling, saying we want to preserve this for the final moments of this second quarter.
Somebody still playing? Oregon. Stanford, Oregon. About 11 o'clock, man. It's almost 1 o'clock in the morning.
Here's Bosher to kick it away.
It might have been earlier. Looking at my watch.
Here's Thompson on the return. And he'll get it up across the 20 to the 21-yard line. The Cowboys offense heading back out and ready to go again. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
They'll run with Elliott. And nice yardage right off the bat here as he's up to about the 24-yard line. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be second down.
A lot of grease. Yeah, that's what they had.
Time for a break. We've hit halftime. 2 quarters down. 2 still remain. We step aside. This is the NFL on EA Sports. Okay, Coach. Appreciate it. A 1-touchdown game here as we get set to resume play in the second half. The Falcons back to receive. They've got the lead, and they'll get this football as the second half gets underway. And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get it up to the 29-yard line. Out come the Cowboys now as he'll go on offense first here in this third quarter. They're down here, but very much in this game. What's the tonality of a coach's talk when a game is within striking distance like this at intermission?
Typically, what they're doing is emphasizing the things that went well in the first half and wanting more of that. Sure, you got to go over some of the errors and clean up some things because there's a reason you're down. But overall, I think they want to stay positive, stay up with this team. We're just starting the second half, and we've got the football. Let's go ahead and punch it in, and then we'll take it from there.
See how that recipe works. Throwing again, Prescott on 2nd and 10. And he comes back with one complete. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. 12 yards there as they keep this drive rolling. It's another first down. Now Dak on the option left.
If y'all don't hit this
he's going to keep it. It'll be a pickup of 5 on the keeper. It's 2nd down.
If y'all don't hit that,
if you're going to run the read option, typically, you've got to keep an eye on the defensive end.
And what does that mean? What are you looking for with a defensive end?
But you want to play off of what he does. If he collapses inside towards the running back, then you pull it and take it yourself outside in. If he stays outside, you go ahead and leave it with the running back. In this case, pulled it and got good yardage himself.
Prescott now. It's a short one here, complete to the tight end. And he'll be brought down at the 45-yard line. First target, first catch, and a first down.
I got a kick out of that one, partner. You and I talk often about trying to hide receivers in certain situations, but a guy of his size, you can't really hide him. But the tight end drag route, definitely an effective way to sneak him across the formation for an easy completion and a first down.
They keep on the ground with Elliott. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. Back-to-back nice plays, 12 yards that time and a first down.
Well, so much for him being bottled up throughout the day. Finally finds a way to break through and get a really nice gain. The defense had felt great about what they had going. Now they've got to turn their attention to getting it back in that direction. Can they bottle him up again? Because I'd say after that run, confidence is pretty high for him.
Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
They know that old expression, it's not my night. It hasn't been his so far.
Now he'll be wrapped up around the waist and pushed down.
I think normally we would talk about this more with basketball players and football players, but let's adopt it in this case. He's a stat sheet stuffer.
Had the interception earlier, now a sack. But he just needs a touchdown for the trifecta. And for the 3rd time tonight, he's intercepted. It's Desmond Trufant. He's going to get this one back to the 20-yard line.
That's the Dak I know.
What he was trying to do. He was moving to his right and trying to shift the coverage. But instead, he shifted the coverage also to the right and threw right into it for an interception.
Ryan will bring the Falcons up now, 1st and 10 at the 20. Here's Ryan to throw. Caught by Jones. Oh, and now he bowls him over. And certainly some style points there on the spin. Not a whole lot thereafter, but still a pretty good gain. A gain of 6 there on 1st. On 2nd down, Freeman. Looking for a crease, can't find one. Stopped at the line of scrimmage. Jalen Smith, the Notre Dame man, in on the tackle.
Absolutely love the effort there. The ability to flow from his inside spot and stop that one at the line of scrimmage. Nice linebacker play.
The Falcons on 3rd down. Just 1 for 3 thus far. This time it's 3rd and 3.
Hey, 20, ready, go!
Now it's Ryan. It's caught. Jones. And they're going to get this one all the way out across the 45. It's a gain of 20 and picking up the 1st.
I don't care how many times we see it. I still get a kick out of watching quarterbacks and receivers do the pass tree in pregame warm-up. But I always remember that when we go to practices, We see that after practices as well. They really tune it up, don't they?
They tune it up. They know why they do it for these situations. First down.
And they build that trust, and that's why they're able to find him in this type of a situation.
And nowhere really to go there. He'll take this up just shy of midfield. A gain of 3, second down.
I'd say they've got to find a way to get him going. He's such a big part of their offense. I wonder if they might throw it a little and come back to the run.
Anything, because you're right. He's pretty much been completely neutralized. Off the play fake to Freeman. It's Ryan.
Oh,
and a big loss here as he's taken down. Randy Gregory bringing the pressure again, and that is his 3rd sack here tonight. So the sack pushes him back, and now 3rd and long for Ryan and the Falcons.
The broadcast.
Back now here on EA Sports. It's the Falcons. They've got the football. They've got the lead as we get set to start the 4th.
Big one, boys.
The Falcons on 3rd down. They've hit 2 for 4 thus far. This will be 3rd and a mile.
20, 20. You ready? Back 25.
To throw is Ryan. And he backs it away, and it falls down incomplete. Jeff Heath, the strong safety, able to get in there on the coverage.
It's always tough for the guys throwing the football when they think they've got a completion and the ball's almost there, and then someone sneaks a hand or two in and bats it away.
Here's Matt Bosher now as he's on to punt for Atlanta. And this is away. It's a high kick.
Give him some Benadryl, Tyler. Benadryl.
And a bit of a mistake there. This is well into the end zone for a touchback.
He said he only up because of Derek.
So Prescott of the Cowboys now with a 1st and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
That's a run right there, boy.
Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. And it pops free. The collision there jarred the ball loose and brings up 2nd down.
Do this shit again. Run that motherfucker one more time. What happened? Oh. Put Bryce Butler in, man. Too late, man. You put him in too late, man. You don't know what they can do, man.
Backs on the field and covered up essentially every blade of grass. That allowed them to disrupt the play.
After the incompletion, here's 2nd and 10 from the 20.
Like the screen right here.
Out of the gun. Here's Prescott. Over the middle, he hits Austin. And he's brought down, getting this one up to about the 35. 15 yards there on the catch and run. Boy, the evolution of the game and how these guys in plays like that can get out of the pocket.
Come here. I'll take that.
Time tonight, it's an interception. Picked off at the 45. And they take over. They'll set up shop at the 46-yard line. Well, Charles, he's thrown 5 picks in a game before, and right now, after that one, he's standing on number 4.
And right now, your defensive coordinator is asking the offensive coordinator, can you do anything to slow this down?
Calm down.
Because my guys have to keep running back out on the field, so play calling may come into it a little bit, maybe run the ball a little bit more. A lot of it depends on the scoreboard. They may have to keep throwing it.
And he'll be brought down, it looks like right at the 40. A gain of 6 there on 1st.
With that type of force on contact, As an ex-DB, I expected the ball to come free. I really did. I thought that was going to be an incomplete pass. I've got to admire him catching it, taking the hit, and getting the first down.
Well, anytime on those crossing routes, middle third of the field, you know there's a possibility of a hit like that.
And just think, if you can do that as a receiver, what that does for you and your quarterback's relationship, his confidence in him has got to be super high, and he'll look for him every time on those big third down plays.
And a short gain there down to the 37-yard line. He needed 2, he got 1, and that's going to leave him with 4th down at a yard. This late in the game, Charles, I think you maybe seriously have to think about going for it.
Especially where they are in terms of field position, because this is almost like no man's land. Might hurt your punter because there might not be enough space, maybe too far for your field goal kicker. I'm like the old rule. Possession is 9/10 of the law. Possession is 9/10 of winning the game. Go for it. Get the first down. Close it out.
Caught on the right side by Jones. And the drive stays in motion with a nice 8-yard pickup on 4th.
I want to take your role, partner, but up in the 4th quarter and going for it on 4th down and picking it up. How about that?
A big chance. That's why football is not for the faint of heart. Throwing on first down.
One blitzing. That would have been a touchdown, motherfucker.
An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. To throw again. Ryan. Rush coming, and he's taken down. DeMarcus Lawrence in there to drop it for his 2nd sack now here tonight.
Okay, was it a breakdown in protection? Did the running back not pick him up? What does it really matter? Sometimes it's just a great play made by the defense. Big-time sack.
So they took a shot there on 3rd down, couldn't get it. Now it's 4.
There's definitely contact there, but it's the 4th quarter of a kind of tight game, and sometimes the officials just say, let them play. Kind of like your mom used to, you and your brothers, just take the broom to you and send you out to the backyard and tell you to settle it yourselves.
I like that, yeah. There was contact. I don't know, like you said, enough to warrant the flag. It was close, though. A big one there. That gives him a little cushion and makes it a 2-score game.
Yeah, bled a little time off the clock, put some points on the board. It's not totally out of reach yet, but it has to feel pretty good to them right now, because as a defender, you go out on the field and say, guess what? You can put some points on the board,
60-something yards,
beat us.
And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. Now the Cowboys offense heads back onto the field. They are looking to make a bit of a 180. They are sputtering right now.
And frankly, I think it's time to call your playmakers together and say, all right, guys, we're going to lean on you through this patch. We need you to get us back on track and get us going in the right direction. So you're calling plays gear.
And he can't find anywhere to go with it, and he goes down. Vic Beasley able to drop him for a loss of 4. A 2nd down throw for Prescott. Flushed out right. Now he's going to throw it back deep over the middle.
He ain't ready,
and the
boy.
hit jarred it loose.
Sit down, Gallup.
It's incomplete.
Sit down, Gallup. You ain't ready.
There's one bright side to that incompletion.
What's that?
It wasn't an interception.
Wow. You're a nice guy. That was kind of savage. But correct. No pick, just incomplete that time. On 3rd down, Elliott. And they'll take him down at the 31-yard line. That one good for 10 yards. And that'll bring up 4th down. Well, look at the clock. You're down 2 scores. Have to go for this, don't you?
And they thought that as soon as they took over possession. It didn't matter where they were on the field. They were always going to be in 4th-down territory. Backed up, in good situation, it didn't matter. So they've been preparing for that on their play sheet the entire time.
The time to pull out the stops is now, and they convert there on 4th down. Now a play fake here on 1st down.
Come here.
And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Picked up by DeMonte Kazin. And the return this time will go out to the 42-yard line. The interception woes, they just continue to mount. He's thrown 5 picks. At this point, you got to be thinking, is it something between the ears?
I think a confidence hit does occur once you start getting those numbers up there a little bit. But as you and I both know, it's not always just one guy's fault. Maybe somebody ran the wrong pattern. Maybe some balls were tipped. It could be so many different things. Bottom line, though, it comes back to the guy throwing them.
Time for a break. We'll come back and see this one out after this.
Tyler said you must be playing with your glasses on.
Let's go. 22.
Now Ryan on second down. And Jones has it over the middle. And he gets it inside the 35 and just shy of the 30.
He on
11 yards there as they
YouTube.
connect on the quick slant. Ryan now a perfect 8 for 8 to start the second half. Not bad. 1st and 10. Oh, look at this. Ryan's going to throw it. It's a short one here, complete to his tight end. 15 yards there on the catch and run.
That was really well done right there. That almost looked like a training camp drill. Able to get outside of the pocket, kept his eyes downfield, and found his tight end for a nice first down. Much more difficult play than maybe he made it look.
Here's Ryan. Under pressure, and he'll go down. Back at the 26-yard line.
And plays like that really hurt play calling. They had a really nice gain on the previous play, but gave about half the yardage back on the sack. Excellent pressure up front. Nowhere to go with the football. Down he goes.
Pass protection has been a problem all night long as they come up facing second and a bundle. Ryan to throw.
Get rid of it. I might just ran over.
I'm not quite sure how to judge that one. Maybe didn't have enough legs underneath him. Mechanics might have been off. Maybe some fatigue. That one came up short.
Yeah, 4th quarter. Maybe you do start to watch as the arm there, the leg's still there. This has been a tough game. The Falcons on 3rd down. Lacking much success. Just 2 for 7 to this point. This will be 3rd and 19. Ryan. A big loss here as he's taken down. Tyrone Crawford in there to drop him the 7th time tonight. He's gone down. And he has got it from 55 yards away. That was never in doubt. So they settle for just the 3, but clearly right now anything helps trying to salt this one away in the 4th.
On the other side of the Falcon, like old Tennessee
finish this thing off.
What's his name?
Still 8 up time, got points. So
Baronis,
it's not mission accomplished. It's darn close.
And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. So out come the Cowboys now as their offense gets set to take over. And they've sort of lost their way, partner. How do they recalibrate and get this proverbial train back on track?
Well, this is where leadership really comes into play. How's the head coach handling it? The offensive coordinator? Sometimes they just make a joke. All right, guys, you had your fun? All right.
Throw it out the window.
Yeah, let's get back on track here. And sometimes that'll work just fine.
I guess it's time now to lean on that leadership. They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. Flush to his right. He's going to let it fly. And that is intercepted. Or was it? Wait, they'll say no. No interception. He did not keep the feet in bounds, apparently. So that's just going to be an incompletion. An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25.
Here we go, 46.
Prescott. Austin's got it left side. And he'll get it up near the 35, right at the 34 here. And they'll get 9 there as that sets him up better for 3rd down. The Cowboys on 3rd down. They've hit 2 for 4 thus far. They need just a yard here. It's 3rd and 1. They'll try to sweep with Elliott. And spins away. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. And Charles, you know what coaches always tell us. We want to win our home games. That much we know. We want to protect our home turf. They got that done in this one.
Exactly right. When you start a season, everyone's goal, win all of your home games. You're likely going to be in the playoffs. But when you win at home, boy, what a great feeling that is.